Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, it is so great to have you. I'm Antoinette, a New Zealander living in the beautiful wine region of Lower Franconia, Germany. So in this video today, I'm going to be focusing on German women. Certain things I've noticed that set German women apart from women in other countries. Things that make them unique. In no way am I implying that every German woman is the same. Germany is a country of over 80 million, so obviously German women are going to vary throughout Germany, but I'm going to be talking about common patterns and characteristics, personality traits that I believe are very common in German women. So with that being said, let's get into it. So in no particular order, something I have noticed about German women that I really admire is the fact that many German women really embrace natural beauty. I would say, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say that the majority of German women prefer the natural look over the heavily made up sort of fake look. The majority of women I see here in Germany just embrace the natural look, and I think this is amazing. I love this, and this is something I really admire. It's not often you'll see a German woman with makeup plastered on their face, like really thick sort of cakey makeup, you know, fake eyelashes, like drawn on eyebrows, just really heavy makeup, and you know, hair extensions, and just super like styled hair, and you see it, but you don't see it very often. I personally believe that the natural look is so much more beautiful than somebody trying to hide their features with a lot of makeup, and not just makeup, but you know, plastic surgery and Botox and that kind of thing. I am not against somebody getting plastic surgery or a little bit of Botox if that's what makes them feel confident, but you don't often see this in Germany. Many German women just have this quiet confidence where they want you to see who they are, the real them, instead of hiding behind, you know, all of this makeup and glitz and glam. So before I jump into the next point, I want to give a huge thanks to today's sponsor, Vivaia. Vivaia is a global sustainable footwear brand dedicated to combining eco-friendly comfort with style. Vivaia transform recycled materials into beautiful footwear which supports your feet while caring for our planet. Vivaia kindly sent me 3 pairs of beautiful footwear from their 2024 autumn collection. I picked out the Ryan slip-on square toe ankle boots in this stunning espresso colour. Oh my goodness, I adore them. They are ultra lightweight, made from quality stretch sustainable knit. They have a durable anti-slip sole and padding for maximum comfort. They're water resistant, and I love that I can easily slip my foot into these without bending over or using my hands. Such a game changer. Next, I picked out the Amanda boots in black. They are hands down the most comfortable heels I have ever owned. I don't often wear heels here in Germany, but these ones are extremely comfortable. They have a really sturdy heel, which I'm pretty sure is going to be able to tackle the cobblestone pavements here. And last but not least are these adorable Margot Mary Jane flats. I have to say they were a little bit out of my comfort zone, but after seeing how cute they are in real life, I am in love with them. These flats have a stretchy upper made from recycled plastic bottles, an adaptable strap, heel padding, a soft cushioned insole with arch support, and an anti-slip rubber outsole. These Mary Janes are the perfect addition to my autumn shoe collection. So if you're interested in checking out Vivaia, I'm going to link all of these featured shoes in my video description, and I also have a special discount code for my subscribers. If you use my discount code Antoinette12, you will receive 12% off your Vivaia order. Okay, so moving on, this point is a bit of a follow-up from my previous point about German women embracing natural beauty. So something that I have noticed is that many German women, like middle-aged women over the age of, say, 50, many German women in this age group don't dye their hair. They embrace their natural hair color. So you will see a lot of German women with grey hair or salt and pepper hair, and I think that's amazing. This is something I really admire. The confidence of these women being able to just embrace their natural hair color. I think it's beautiful. We live in a society where women everywhere are trying to look younger and hide the fact they have grey hair and get Botox and filler and all of that kind of thing to hide the fact that they are getting older, which is inevitable. Every person on this earth is going to get older. It's a natural part of human existence. I think it's amazing that German women feel confident enough to just be who they are and just let their greys shine through. I have nothing against older women dyeing their hair. It is a choice. It's something that you can decide on, but I love the fact that it is a choice and something that is not frowned upon here in Germany. My mum is in her early 70s, and just recently, in the last few months, she has decided to just let her natural grey hair shine through and stop dyeing her hair, and she looks amazing and she feels amazing too. She just said it is the best thing she could have done, and she is just so at peace with having grey hair. She looks so good, and I think she even looks younger actually with her natural grey hair, because I don't know, it just suits her skin tone more. She dresses really nicely. She always looks really modern and put together, and I just think she can really pull off the grey hair, and she's just rocking it, and I'm so proud of her. And I don't know whether her decision had anything to do with her time in Germany and seeing so many women in her age group just rocking the grey hair and looking fabulous. I don't know whether that influenced her decision, but either way she looks awesome. And when I get to that age, who knows, maybe I will feel confident enough to let my grey hair shine through. Let's wait and see, but it's definitely something that I admire about German women. Okay, so moving on, something else I really admire about German women, and this is actually something I noticed well before I moved to Germany, believe it or not. It is really common for German women to be solo travelers, so to travel to different countries alone, and I think this is so cool. I honestly do not know if I would have had the confidence in my 20s to travel on my own across the other side of the world. I just don't think I could have done that, but so many German women do this, and really young German women in their 20s, older German women too, but you will often see German solo backpackers in New Zealand. It's just something I got used to seeing when I lived in New Zealand, especially when I met my German husband. He was backpacking around New Zealand, and he would often hang out with other backpackers, or he would meet other backpackers in hostels and things like that. There would often be solo female German travelers, and I just remember thinking, that is so cool. They must be so confident to be able to do this, and I remember just really admiring the fact that they could do this. What actually got me thinking about this topic was a German woman that I met a couple of years ago actually, but we've become friends in the last 6 months or so. My youngest son and her youngest son have become really good friends at kindergarten, and we will often have play dates together. We'll meet at the playground, and she invited me over to her place for the boys to have a little play date and for us to hang out, and she actually showed me when I was there her album, her travel album from New Zealand. So I was looking through her travel album. It was amazing. The photos were so beautiful, and I noticed that she was on her own in a lot of pictures, and I asked her, did you travel to New Zealand on your own? And she said, yes, I did. And I was like, that is awesome, that is amazing. So she told me she was in her 20s, she was finished with her studies, and before she was going to be jumping into the workforce, she just wanted to travel on her own and experience what true freedom felt like before, you know, being tied down to a job. She even had a serious boyfriend at the time who is now her husband, and he didn't come with her. She wanted to travel on her own to the other side of the world, to New Zealand. She went to a few other countries on the way, but she ended up in New Zealand. She stayed there for 3 months, I think it was, and she had an absolute blast solo traveling in New Zealand. She has seen more of New Zealand than I have seen, and I'm a New Zealander, and I just thought that was awesome. I just have so much respect for her being able to do that, and as I said, I don't think at that age I would have had the confidence to do that. She's just such a lovely person. She has this gentle, quiet confidence about her, and I just love that. And I notice this kind of trait or characteristic in a lot of German women that I meet, especially the German women who travel, and especially the German women who travel solo. So that's something I think is amazing and something I really admire about German women. Something else I really admire about German women, and this definitely ties in to what I talked about with the solo traveling. I love the fact that so many German women are very confident and sure of themselves. They are very ambitious career-wise. There are a lot of German women in very high-powered corporate roles. When I say that, I mean it in the way that throughout history, if you look way back in history, you will see that women have not always been considered equal to men. And you know, I can go down a rabbit hole here. This deserves its own video. In many other cultures, females are still not considered equal to males. I know in Germany there are still some issues with women fighting for equal pay right. You know, men in certain positions are still getting paid higher and that type of thing, but it doesn't stop German women from getting to the top, and there are just as many females in high-powered positions as there are males here in Germany. German women in general are very ambitious and competitive and confident in the workplace, and I think this is amazing. Okay, so last but not least, this point here, it is very much related to the first point, but it kind of contradicts what I talked about in a way. As I said, German women are very independent. They like to be thought of as equal, and especially in the workplace, you know, career-wise, and they don't let anything stop them from getting right up there in their careers. But many German women, they are prepared to take a huge break from their career to raise their children. And so you will meet a lot of stay-at-home mums here in Germany, which is very surprising. It was surprising to me. So according to the German Economic Institute, 69% of mothers with children under the age of 3 in Germany stay at home with their children. So 27% of these mothers have chosen to stay home full-time with their children under the age of 3, with 21% of these mothers working just 20 hours a week. So I found that super interesting, and I would have thought it would be the opposite, with a lot of German women wanting to jump straight back into the workforce. They don't want it to affect their, you know, their career prospects, but it is the complete opposite, and I think that's amazing. I am in no way judging any mother's decision when it comes to whether they go straight back to work or, you know, whether they stay home for the first 3 years. That is a very personal decision, and there are many different circumstances and reasons for, you know, the choices of parents. I'm just focusing on the mothers. Obviously, you know, the fathers, that's a different story altogether, but I am just saying that I think it is just wonderful that Germany allows women and mothers to be able to do this, and I think it's amazing that many German mothers are choosing to, you know, stay at home and nurture their children for the first 3 years, because the first 3 years of a child's life is so incredibly important, and it'll set that child up for life. So a mother staying at home with their child for the first 3 years, that is absolutely ideal, and in many other countries basically unheard of, but in Germany it's something that is embraced, whether it's staying at home full-time with their child or, you know, working just 20 hours a week. I just think it's amazing to be able to have that option, and the fact that the German government allows this and supports it. And I do think the reason why so many German women are willing to have a break from their career and concentrate on bringing up their children is the fact that they are able to step into their job after this maternity time is over. You know, it's not going to affect their job prospects. I think it's amazing that their job position is secured and protected, and they're not penalised for simply being a mother. and wanting to spend time with their child and raise their child at home. I just really love the balance of the strong, independent, career-driven woman, but at the same time they're embracing motherhood and their important role as a mother. So anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, I would love to hear your feedback in my comment section below. Once again, thank you so much to Vivaia for partnering with me in this video today. I will link all 3 pairs of my Vivaia shoes in my video description, along with a 12% discount code especially for my subscribers. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. It's actually one of the biggest ways you can support my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to consider subscribing. I know that so many of you who watch my videos are not actually subscribed, so if you would consider subscribing, that would mean so much to me. Also, feel free to connect with me on Instagram, and I will see you again really soon. Bye!